The zero draft WHO pandemic treaty that the administration and others are pushing to get put into effect at the WHO starts off with a harsh criticism of the United States and the international community by calling it a catastrophic failure of the community in showing solidarity and equity in response to the coronavirus pandemic. I've read the treaty. I'm concerned about it. Article 4 pays lip service to sovereignty, and then has language that says, however, activities within their jurisdiction or control do not cause damage to their peoples and countries, so therefore WHO would be empowered to step in. And we're talking about Tedros, a man who's been put into that position by the People's Republic of China. He was their candidate and obviously showed terrible, terrible judgment in the beginning and even to this day in recognizing the origins of the of COVID-19. Article 10 says that 20%, the United States would be obligated to provide 20% of our medical supplies, including tests, antiviral vaccines, medications, and the like, to WHO. For them, they just say, we want it, you have to give it by treaty obligation. The sovereignty issue is the biggest, in my opinion. You're pushing for it. Next year is probably when it may get adopted. Will it be sent to the Senate for ratification? Or are you planning on using the executive agreement, which I think is a terrible way to do things? It ought to go to the Senate for ratification.
Congressman, thank you very much. Good to see you again as well. First, I'll try and be brief. We are not engaged in negotiating a COVID treaty. What we're engaged in is trying to strengthen the global architecture for dealing with pandemics and do it in a way that, for example, make sure that if there's a next time, and I think there inevitably will be a next time, that countries actually are committed to transparency, to sharing information, to giving access to international inspectors, that we have the tools to do that, and the countries agree to that. That's, of course, not what China did in this instance, and we've all paid a price for that. At the same time, I think what we clearly demonstrated is over the course of the pandemic, the United States was the leading and most generous country in making sure that vaccines could be made available to those who needed them. We did it through COVAX. We did it free of charge. We did it without political strings attached, and I can tell you that has dramatically benefited our diplomacy and our standing in the world, especially in contrast to the way other countries have done this.